All right, Bill, I'm actually interested now on how far apart we are. Let's see what QRZ says. Um, QRZ says that we are, drum roll please, 324 and a half miles.
Wow, I knew it was close to probably 300-mile marker, but I didn't think it was over there. But 324, huh? That's not too bad.
Driving experience, but that's about right.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the map here. So, yeah, you're pretty west though, Bill. I actually after Don said that, I thought we were further than 300. But yeah, that's about right. So what is that? That's about probably about a 3.5 hour drive from me.
We're 477.
Yeah, what it would be about there. You were solid 10 over that time, but you're coming in. Your audio is, it's making up for everything else on the signal too.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, there was a double there, but I heard you both. Yeah. Well, you're not that far from Ohio, so maybe I don't know. I don't know if that's driving no, it's a straight line mileage, so it's point A to point B. Maybe driving miles is closer to 400 or 500.
Exactly. But for radio communications, air miles is good.
Yeah, you're right. But man, when I get a wire up, Bill, we'll be able to talk on 40 and 80 no matter what time of the day. NVIS.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. That's the way. Like Jeff and Dwayne and him, we was up on 80 talking. With real strong signals, and it must have been maybe 2:00 in the afternoon. Unbelievable.
You were 17 over that time. You're booming in. You're booming in. Don's booming in. DJ's booming in. I guess I'm in a good spot.
You were in the catbird seat.
That's it. So I've had all my equipment unplugged. I don't know, since Wednesday when we had thunderstorms here. I don't remember lightning in January.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah, you're 477 miles. Art is 497 miles, and both you guys are booming in here, so that seems to be the sweet spot. Anyhow, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go have my breakfast. Great talking with you. Have a great day. VA3KBC.
All right, DJ. Very good to hear you. Enjoy your day. I'll be on, I don't know, for about 45 minutes, and then I got to hop in the shower. So enjoy breakfast, 73. And gentleman DJ is signing.
Dave and Jen, we're going to fondue tonight. We haven't done that for
Good morning, DJ. If you got a copy, which I doubt.
Sometime with them. Anyhow,
good to hear you in there, NAKY.
Later, DJ.
All right, 73. And the guy said 73, DJ. Take care. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning.
Yeah, I slept in a little bit this morning, or Doug. I didn't get out of bed till about 10 after 4 or 5. I'm sorry, and I staggered my way into the shower, got showered, and had my first cup of coffee. I'm about ready to have my second now.
Yep. Well, I'm on the first. Yeah, I don't know. That week, those 10 days that I was off, I got very accustomed to sleeping in. So I was actually looking forward to that today. I thought I could do 8 a.m., but the latest I made it was 7:10.
Yeah. Boy, it's very rarely I sleep in that long. I'm usually up at 4:30, but I don't know. Last night I was up a little bit later, so that's probably had an effect on it.
True. You see that carrier on 95?
Yeah, I see that. I'm only running about 38 right now. I'm not out the 4, so I'm a little bit narrower.
Yeah, I'm at 40/20. Let me back that in. Let's back that in a little bit. Let's do 3,900. And there we go, 3,900.
Roger. Yeah, you should be off of there now. I'm seeing it, but I'm not hearing anything.
And 3 or more.
Good morning, Mark.
Man, I don't even hear Mark.
Mark, do you have a copy? Oh, wow, that's broadcast, Bill.
You say it's a broadcast?
Well, I thought I heard the Chinese music. Let me go listen because it's weird. Exactly at 8 a.m., 95 fired up and 85 fired up a.m. Let me go listen. Definitely Asian language.
Yeah, I can see the carrier points.
Yeah, that's an Asian broadcast that comes on every morning
across my spectrum display. So, yeah, it can get ugly here pretty soon.
Yeah, Mark, no one's hearing each other. I'm hearing everyone, though. Bill doesn't hear you. I don't know if Don hears you. Don, do you copy, Mark?
Yeah.
And now you got guys like 2 below us. Hold on.
We got an ongoing QSO on 7.299. You guys are in our band pass.
Okay, hang on. Let me look and see if there's a clear frequency up. I thought I heard somebody. Hang on.
Yeah, Roger, we'd appreciate it because we're also dealing with the foreign broadcasts. Thank you.
So we're here now?
No, we're going back to 299. We're just letting these fine gentlemen know that we were there. KB2 UKA 299. Alrighty. Oh boy. I don't know. We came up here to be wide. I think we got to narrow up now.
We can, like I said, I'm at 30. I'll get on to 3. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I'm going to drop to 3. Hold on.
Okay, 1 WIL at the top.
KB2 UKA 3 kilohertz.
I'm staying at 4. Heck with it. And KYX.
Well, you sound marvelous.
I'm at 2.9 whether I like it or not.
Oh, what are these guys doing?
Yeah,
Not really caring a crap about what you said.
Let's fly to 7.293. 7.293.
They're QSYing to 7.293.
Whiskey 3 Delta Echo Papa.
I had a bad connector already this morning.
Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning.
Good morning. That should be a little bit better. I had the wrong antenna on for a minute there, so there we go. Good morning time to you.
Good morning, Dwayne. I'm here, Mark's here, Bill's here, Don's here. Not everyone's hearing everyone. I'm hearing everyone. Again, you're like you're the next contender, and I hear you.
Yeah, you're coming in here great too.
Real quick, hey Mark.
Go ahead.
So last week when I was trying to tweak your audio, 2 things. One, the changes were not happening. So there's something going on with that. But number two, because you sound very good today, I went to look you up on QRZ to send you an email, but there was no email listed. I had my RX EQ on from the night before, where I had done drastic things to somebody's audio because their audio was horrible, and I was trying to make it more pleasing to my ear, and I had it on. So what I was hearing was not really you.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually went over and listened to myself on the other rig and tweaked it beyond what your settings were and got it a little bit closer. But I'm not on that radio this morning. I'm on the ICOM.
Well, you sound great, but the whole point is I don't know what was the correct sound last week because I had it all screwed. I had like 2K, 3K, and 4K on the receive, boosted all the way up. So, and that's what I was kind of hearing. So it was probably me, not you.
Oh, Dougie, that's a flag on the field.
Well, I tried to make it right by emailing you immediately when we signed, but there was no email.
I protect myself from a lot of crap by doing that.
No, that's true. That's true. So I just made a ham radio email address. Anyone could email whatever the hell they want.
Careful what you ask for.
They could bring it on. Bring it on. And I'm live on YouTube. You're too damn wide.
I can't be wide. I'm on an ICOM.
Well, I think ICOM's going to be the first one to release a bona fide full SDR from the major companies. Bam Margera, the guy from Jackass, was pronounced dead after suffering 4 seizures. The drugs finally got him.
He didn't, they pronounced him dead, but he come back.
That guy that dropped on the football field?
No. That's a different guy.
Okay.
No, this is the guy from Jackass. So, Bill, he's alive? Bill, he's alive?
Yeah, I read the article yesterday. The way I took it, he survived it. They pronounced him dead, and I don't know if they give him CPR or something. He come back and he made it.
Yeah, it says I basically was pronounced dead December 8th. I did not know that I had gnarly COVID. My body was shutting down, and I went into 4 seizures, each one lasting 10 to 20 minutes. And on the 4th one, I bit my tongue so hard it was nearly falling off. Oh, man. Yeah, he does a lot of Xanax, and that'll cause a seizure.
Oh, yeah. But he made it. I read when I first seen it, I thought he passed too, and I read the whole article, and yeah, he made it through, and it said about him when he was biting his tongue off. That's terrible.
Yeah, he's been in and out of rehab. He's my age, so I grew up watching him. But yeah, some people just can't get it. It's a shame.
Yeah, making all that money and just tearing your body to pieces with drugs. So, to each his own. I guess you do what you want.
Exactly. I prefer to waste my money on ham radio.
Oh my God, there's Don.
Don, he hears you.
Oh yeah, he just popped right in there. I said about 13 minutes, and it's been about that.
Did you copy that, Bill?
Oh yeah, loud and clear. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's been 14 minutes, like you said, Don.
I don't know much, but I pretty much get it right on the timing.
What's up, Steve?
Yeah, it seems like the band quieted down too for me. Anyways, I don't hear that Asian broadcast as loud.
No, I just see the carrier. I don't hear it anymore.
I pulled back out to 4. I seen Dawn's there, so I pulled back out.
Hey, you're 15 over, Bill.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
All right. Let's go back to 4. Hold on.
This is the lowest noise floor I think I've ever experienced here. You guys know we had a solar event, right?
No, we're just burning a hole in the atmosphere.
Check. All right, we're back at 4. Mark, we're in the middle of a solar event, you said?
It happened yesterday, so it's probably not here yet, but we'll have some interesting effects probably by this evening.
Well, it seems to be very active. All last week it was firing off.
We were on the upswing of the next cycle, you know.
Yes. SFI is 172 today.
There's a ginormous X-class flare that happened yesterday on the side looking away from us. And that particular spot where there's a huge sunspot about 3 times the size of Earth is going to be rotating around the limb toward us today.
Oh, very good. And we got a 0 beat right here.
Good morning. I'm very infatuated with the pink pan adapter.
Oh, I love it. And that's my custom display pick in the background.
Morning, Art.
We're hearing everybody. Good morning, Mark. Yeah, we started on 80. I took a little break, came back, but boy, everybody's booming in now. You were right, Don.
Yep. That's the way it goes. But I'm kind of interested in what this yesterday's flare is going to do. It can go one of 2 ways.
And our wideband experimenting art was thrown out the window with the broadcast station.
Are you getting bothered by
right.
that?
So what, down the band, there's still a foreign broadcast? I see a carrier. I see something down about, 8 KCs down here from here, or maybe 5?
Oh, well, on 295, right on 295, the carrier's like S9 to me.
That's how I'm seeing it too here, Doug.
You see it, Dwayne?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see it real good.
Oh, good morning, Dwayne.
Good morning.
Yeah, Art. So I'm playing with the display. I put a new picture in. My next one's going to be, I'm going to try to find a cool Mandalorian picture and put that in.
I don't know. I think I want to see Farrah Fawcett, that famous poster back there.
I can find that one easily. I'll do that.
I'm watching that right now, actually.
Which one? The poster or Charlie's Angels?
Mandalorian.
So we just finished Mandalorian last week. It's excellent. And the new season comes out in March. But my kids, last night we started Star Wars A New Hope. Because they've never wanted to watch them. So I said, we're going to watch every friggin' movie in the order that it was released.
Which is kind of stupid because, you start in the middle of a story.
Yep, they've seen parts of some of the newer ones over the last few years. So, they know Darth Vader is Anakin. They know all that. So it's enough for them to put it together. Who's the actor that plays Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original? The old guy.
Oh boy, yeah. I don't know that one.
So yeah, because I haven't watched New Hope. I don't know, 30 years. He's great, and You could already pick up on things that you never would have picked up on if you were sitting in the movie theater in 1977, only because you know the story. Because Luke asks him, he goes, "Oh, so I heard you knew my father," and he goes, "Yeah, I knew him."
Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness, yeah, he's great.
There's Mark.
Where's Mark? I didn't hear him yet.
Oh, yeah, you come up big here now, Mark. I couldn't even hear you before. Now you're
Thanks,
you're
Mark.
banging the walls here.
Yep, the sun came up. I got enough power to run the amp now.
So, by the way, Doug,
Yes, Arthur.
you sound really good. I am liking the little touch up in that low region. I'm detecting a little addition, but it sounds good. I like it, and everything else is blending. So, what's the latest lineup? What are you doing?
Okay, well, it's all in the DAW still. We start in the UAD Apollo audio interface where we are running a V76 vintage preamp. And allegedly, when you run the preamp in the Apollo, it physically changes the layout of the hardware somehow. I don't know what that means. But the software changes the hardware to make it replicate the true analog preamp. So that's number one. It then floats over to Pro Tools, where we run noise cancellation, a bus compressor, an EQ, a multi-band compressor with parametric EQ built in, an Aphex vintage exciter, an Aphex big bottom, and a touch of reverb.
Okay, I have that at 7. But what was in the actual original the tube preamp?
Well, that's also a plug-in. That's a plug-in, but so I have one piece of hardware, and that one piece that I'm running right now, and that's the Apollo Twin audio interface.
Okay, so you're down to 7 items now?
I'm down to one item and then software.
Oh my! You're losing your Emmys.
Well, less is more. Less is more. This thing's humming. This thing is humming. So yeah, I gotta have a fire sale.
You know, you sound marvelous on my $20 Walmart headphones.
Well, that's good. That's good. You sound marvelous on my Audio Technica headphones.
Sennheiser Audio.
All right, so now I hear the broadcasts again. It got more powerful.
I see a little blip up there. It's just nothing major here yet.
So, Doug, after the DAW, how are you picking it up in Phoenix? Is it VAC? Are you doing what's it called, ASIO?
Nope. I come line out of the Apollo interface into an Isomax Jensen transformer, balance to balance though, just to clean up any noise, and then right into the line in.
Oh, okay. All right, so, man, I'm losing it somewhere, because I understand the microphones going in to the Apollo. The Apollo, you're picking up a preamp, but and then from the Apollo, see, this is where I'm getting confused. How does the software on the PC interact with the Apollo, and how does that go back to hardware? You know, line into the back of the Anon. I like that. That's staying away from all that, virtual mixing and banana, all that other stuff.
Yep. So here's how it works. So the mic goes into the Apollo. The Apollo has its own software, and that software is called Console, and it's basically an analog console mixer. So that's where I run the preamp plugin. I then send that audio, I guess via VAC technically, to Pro Tools, Pro Tools then processes it through the plugins. Then Pro Tools sends it back to the console software. And I send it to a separate channel. Here, I'm going to put it up right now on the screen. Hold on. I send it to us. So this is the console software. So this, if you have the YouTube up, this analog one, which you don't see a level on, okay? This analog one is my mic channel, all right? And the reason you don't see a level on it is because once it hits Pro Tools, it sends it back to this channel. And I'm soloing this channel. So this is all that my interface is hearing, is this processed virtual channel. I then go right here, Art, and I send the level out to line output 3 or 4, and that's what's going into the Anon.
Oh my goodness. So you're going virtual to analog. That is phenomenal. It really is. I mean, back, what was it, last year when a lot of experimenting was going on with DAW and dual sound cards and run this Mackie card and run this whatever and, Focusrite, and man, now it's all integrated in the Apollo and it goes hardwire out. That's fantastic. I'll tell you what. You cleaned it up, man. Now the question is, don't sell all that gear, though. I think that's what happened last time, right? You kind of got rid of a lot of boxes, and then you wish you didn't. So you probably had that DEQ 2496 packed away somewhere.
Well, yeah, like I'm not going to sell the Aphex 204. The problem with the DEQ is I think something's wrong with it. So I need to confirm if something is wrong with it before I sell it.
I have a question, Doug.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark. Hold on. Actually, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Standing by.
Yeah, Joe.
And force UNT to 20.
And 3 or more.
What?
W3 DEP.
All right, ready?
KEATTU.
The word cannon with a capital C.
Well, I guess the question now is man, that Apollo,
right,
that's got to be,
A,
that's no cheap box, I bet.
N-O.
It sure does sound good.
N-R.
Hey, Bill, did you ever look into those Apollo boxes?
Exclamation, exclamation.
Oh, you might have stepped away.
Love you. Bye. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, my highly advanced technical question is there any latency between your voice and when it goes to the Anon?
100%. There is no such thing as zero. But with the whole reason I use an Apollo audio interface is that everything is being processed inside the DSP on the interface, which reduces latency to almost zero. The rated latency is less than 1 millisecond.
Okay, so then your brain don't get all discombobulated.
Correct. None at all. Now, if I was using a non-Apollo interface, there are times that I've done this, I can't monitor myself because of the latency.
I was thinking that with the more chain of command you get in there and all of the different changes, you're eating up milliseconds for every particular step, and after a while you'd get out of sync with your actual self, so that would drive you nuts.
Absolutely, yeah. No, as I speak, I hear it real time in my headphones. But yeah, Art, this is just this is working for me. It's simple. If I don't like something, I've got the profile saved. I could go right back to it if I want to tweak it. But yeah, very happy.
No, that's a great setup. What's the price point again for one of those? I know Apollo has different levels, but your particular box, about just a ballpark.
All right, so if you want to run one and you're using a PC, you have to buy a specific one. You have to buy the Apollo Twin USB. That's what it's called. I think they're 600. 600 bucks. And the reason is all the other Apollos are Thunderbolt 3. They will not work on USB. This one that I have will not work on my Mac. It only works on PC. And even if you have a Thunderbolt 3 motherboard, which you can get now, there's still issues with running Thunderbolt on PC with Apollo. So yes, Apollo Twin USB.
Got some big fading going on now.
All right. No, all right, cool, good info. All right, but man, that sounded great. Unbelievable what you can do with the the digital, the software, having everything basically replicating rack, the actual hardware components. So it's in there, man. You got it.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. KB2 UKA.
The only change I would make to your audio, Doug, was just a little bit less on the super low end. But other than that, you sound very natural.
Why, thank you. So what I could do, I'm kind of going for that. I'm also 20 hertz low. So if I brought that up to 50 or 60, it would probably take that out. But this is the Voodoo.
Oh, one of those.
That's the Voodoo.
So Art, look at Signal. That's it right there. That one box.
Actually, this is the new allocated band plan structure for 40 meters. This is the Voodoo window.
Yes, welcome to the Voodoo window, where you might enter but never leave.
Voodoo, we do voodoo.
If I do, you do the voodoo, you do.
Oh my. We like to put a little bottom in them speakers. We like to bang them speakers.
Yeah, if I ever clean this shack up, I've got 2 PreSonus studio monitors sitting here and a huge subwoofer. None of it's hooked up.
You remember my trick about the subwoofer, right?
I think it was, oh my God, the tennis balls and the muffin pan.
Yeah, get the extra large muffin pan. I think 8 maybe, or 12, I don't know, maybe a dozen. It just depends on the width of the subwoofer, the depth and the width. But a muffin pan to accommodate the base of that unit, the flat surface below, and then racket balls. Put racket balls in every muffin pan insert there, and just let that baby float.
That's a great idea. I'm going to try that. This thing's pretty big, though. I don't know if I can find a pan big enough.
What's he doing with racket balls?
Muffin pans, trust me.
He's floating his speakers. He's putting tennis balls or whatever into a muffin pan and then setting your speaker on.
How loud is he playing this thing?
Well, it's for the subwoofer, Mark. So it allows the subwoofer to basically float, therefore providing a more felt bass response in your chest.
Now you guys are entering that car audio stuff.
Well, it's the exact same thing. I had a buddy in high school who used to build, very smart guy. He restored a classic car when we were in high school. He used to build subwoofer boxes for car audio. He would build them from scratch, state-of-the-art Jensen speakers, like really good stuff. And yeah, he used to have them floating inside that box.
Interesting.
You ever see those mega sound systems in the cars? Where they beef everything up, with the capacitors and everything from the, the battery banks and everything to get things going for the power to run those huge amps, right? The amplifiers. But when they get the girl in the car, right? The girl in the passenger seat with the long hair, her hair bounces up and hits the roof of the car at every note.
Yep, I've seen those, and I've seen those capacitors being installed. The buddy I was just talking about had them. They look like they look like 1 liter soda bottles. They're huge.
I got a couple of them on the solar system at different key locations.
Yeah, and they hold enough power to hurt you.
Yeah, you got to charge them. They come with a little lamp that you hold down on the positive side until the numbers get to the appropriate number, and then you can connect them.
Amount of time. They all have to play the same song or whatever they're doing.
Well, for the competition, Bill?
Yeah, my buddy has a stereo shop. I went to a couple of the competitions, and that's what they do. They have to play the same, whatever it is, what song they have to play. They take a 50-cent piece and put it in the middle of the roof. And they measure the roof too, so it has to be outside of that perimeter. Within whoever gets it out there the fastest is the winner.
And 4QNT at the bottom.
K1WIL.
KB2UKA.
3 Armor.
Whiskey 3 Delta Echo Papa.
Oh, there he is. I can hear Dwayne now.
Yeah, I hear you pretty good too there, Bill.
Here. Yeah, so Dwayne, some big improvements for Jeff's antenna system. My goodness, he definitely upped his signal. It turned out great.
What the?
Yeah, it seemed to be working well for him.
Has he made any changes? Because when he put it up, I could have sworn he said it was 80 meters, but I thought he wrote the other day something about 160.
Yeah, I guess he went by, it's called the Big Zapper. Each leg is 96 feet long.
Okay, no, then he didn't change it. Yeah, he's putting out a huge signal, and he's receiving better, I think, right?
Yeah, he said he's receiving better, and like you said, he's putting out bigger signals with that antenna.
I can't wait for a big old wire in the sky. But Mark's got me thinking from the other week, a full wave 160 sky loop with open ladder line down to a remote tuner. 530 some odd feet of wire.
Go big or go home.
Doug, that's what I'm currently working on right now.
Is that what you're transmitting on?
No, I'm not transmitting on it. When I meant to say working on it, that's what's in the game plan for me to put up. Right now, my loop is 263 feet, and I got the wire here to go full. I think I'm going to go roughly 530 or 544 foot loop and feed it with a ladder line.
Oh, boy. Well, that's it, right, Mark?
It's going to be roughly between 40 and 50 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that'll do good. You'll probably end up with 525.
Hey, I don't know, Dwayne, just drop some ladder line or something from the power lines in front of your house. Just run all that wire.
Yeah, wouldn't that be sweet?
All right, I have a question. So, because Mark, you and I were talking about this, how you want to get it resonant on the lowest frequency or as close to resonance as possible. So even with that loop, each leg of the ladder line, if I'm correct, it's a continuous run of wire, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean if if you can do it by not making connections up there where the feed point's connected, that'd be great. But that becomes impractical and kind of silly. So you build your loop and you put your eye holes where your soldered wire comes together after your your strain relief resistor or insulator there or whatever you're using, and then you attach your open wire line one side to one side of the loop and the other side to the other side of the loop, and 60 foot of that down to your 4-to-1 transformer.
Okay, so when you're looking for resonance then, and you have to start clipping to make the antenna shorter, are you clipping the loop or are you clipping the ladder line, or does it not matter?
No.
Well, that's an interesting question because it's a little tough to get the loop resonant with all the ladder line and everything. So the way I did mine was I started long and started with 60 foot of open wire line to the transformer and everything, got everything all hooked up, and then I made changes with the system as it existed. Changed the loop length slightly, I changed the ladder line length slightly, and of course when I was building the auto transformer I made some changes there, but that really didn't change the resonant point. That just changed bandwidth and other things on the system, but that's not really what you're looking to do. So you build the whole system as per instructed, and then you make changes after everything is together as a unit.
Okay. All right. So if you clip the loop, you have to clip the ladder. You have to adjust the ladder line, or you should.
Oh, clipping.
Oh no! You don't have to. You just make a spot on the loop somewhere other than where your feed point is, and you add or subtract from your loop at that location.
Okay. So what'd you say, Art?
Clipper.
Art, I'm sorry. Go again.
I said the T-Network match tuner, the matchbox, is the diagonal clippers. That's what's clipping your antenna for you. So I don't care where you come up with your 257.9 millimeter down to a 0.973 micron measurement. It doesn't matter. Throw up the wire, approximate 250, 520, 1005, whatever. 600 ohm ladder line. Stay away from the undesirable length, as they say, to the lowest band you're going to operate, and then hook it up to your diagonal clipper, which is your matchbox, and then that baby does all the tuning. It does all the. We don't care about SWRs. We don't care about what frequency is the best resonance. Your tuner is part of your antenna system.
Right, and which is why I want to have a tuner outside, or depending on the layout, if it could come through the roof or the panel on the side of the house, but you want that ladder line to go right into a tuner, and that would be the same for a doublet or a loop, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's just avoiding the auto transformer. See, I have to bring shielded cable into the shack here because it's in a Faraday cage, and the way I'm doing my situation here, I want the balanced line to be outside the Faraday box of the radio room. That's why I'm using hardline, coax, whatever, out to an auto transformer. And in your case, like Art's saying, if you're going to do it your way, yeah, you take the open wire line right down to the transforming device, which is the tuner.
Ah, very good. And then so once it's up, it's up.
Yep, and you just zero in on your frequency, but you want to have the structure, the actual antenna, you want to get that resonant at your lowest fundamental frequency. Once you get that established, then the rest of them fall into place up the bands.
Yeah, but I think with the tuner, you could do that just with the regular equation. If you want, you could take the velocity factor in and get the exact length. I think that's close enough. Am I right, Art?
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. No. I mean, here's the example for a doublet, right? So you do the math. The 468 divided by whatever particular frequency, like Mark's mentioning. Just say if you're building one for 75 meter. So 468 divided by, 3.800, as an example. So there's your number. Now it depends on what you're dividing it to, 1,005, whatever those numbers where you're going to be with the length. So, yeah, then there's going to be that one particular sweet spot. So, no, I definitely agree with that. You got to have a starting point.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, so Dwayne, when do you think that bad boy will be up?
I don't know yet. I got the wire here, so it's a matter of, and me and Jeff and I are supposed to do some swap, and I'm supposed to get the 4-to-1 off of him. He wants my 1-to-1 that I'm using right now on my loop. So once I get the 4-to-1, then we can get this thing in motion.
Very cool. Can't wait to hear that. Can't wait. All right, guys. I'm going to back out of here. I got to start my day. Very good to hear all of you. I hope you look at the YouTube page. All of your audio sounds phenomenal. Dwayne, you are just booming in. Art, Mark, Bill, you were booming in. Don, you still there?
I think he went to eat breakfast.
All right. Well, 73 to all of you. I'll be on later today. And hope you guys have a great day. It is 33 here and mostly sunny right now. KB2 UKA, I'll listen out.
Have a quality day.
Hey, Doug. There's nothing like them big fat bottom girls.
Oh, wait. Say that again. I didn't hear you.
I said there's nothing like those big fat bottom girls.
Fat bottom girls. They make the rockin' world go round.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, put your shirt back on, Doug. All right, 7-3, N4 QNT.
73 there, Doug. Always a pleasure. Take care. Enjoy your day. W3 DEP.
All right, guys. Take care. KB2 UKA clearing out. All right, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.